What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're going to be talking about Headhunted to Another World from Salaryman to Big Four, Volumes 1 and 2. Now, this is a series that was another very fun and pleasant surprise. Before I get to that, this series was just really fun. It was a lot in both of these volumes, all things considered. And since two volumes were already out, and I enjoyed the first one, I just went ahead and picked up the second one because I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just read and then just talk about both of them. So, a little bit of background. So, genre-wise, this is an isekai, but not your normal typical isekai, and I'll get to that in a second. So the story is done by Benigashira, and the art is done by Muramitsu, and it's published by Seven Seas. So the basic premise of this series is that our main character, Uchimura Denosuke, in his present life or normal life, he was like a regional sales manager. So his job was to travel around and basically negotiate and make deals with different companies and stuff like that. Well, he got hit by Buskun and got isekai'd to this world where the Demon Overlord needed to add a fourth person or a new person to the Big Four. Now, I don't think it was ever mentioned if there was always a Big Four and he was replacing somebody, or this was just a new position that he opened up. But basically, the Demon Lord summoned Denosuke because he needed somebody else to basically just kind of round out his team. And he summons Denosuke. And so the Big Four, they're also known as the Four Heavenly Kings. So we get introduced to the other three. We have Umadra, who is the girl, the redhead on the cover of Volume 1, Queen of Assault and Hellfire, Sylphid, Conjurer of the Ultimate Storm, which, slight spoiler, we find out she is the one on the cover of Volume 2, and the third one is Gnome, Manipulator of Nature's Bulwark, the Earth. Now, I've seen what Volume 3 looks like, and judging by the pattern, I'm guessing that the person on the cover of Volume 3, because right here, the person's face is kind of covered up, so you can't tell who it is. Same with the second one. But more than likely, the person on Volume 3 is the other Heavenly King. But basically, the Demon Lord summoned Denosuke. And it was just such a fun start because Denosuke shows up and the Demon Lord is like, I summon Uchimura Denosuke, regional manager of the overseas. And he just looks so freaking puzzled and confused, like, where the hell am I? What is going on? And the Demon Lord is like, I have witnessed your service within your previous fellowship. You shall join my demon army as a general. And of course, Denosuke, he's freaking out because he's like, Demon army, general, what's going on? And then we get the flashback as far as what his previous job was. And yeah. So basically, the premise of this is just that this dude was super good at negotiating deals. And so the Demon Lord, he is trying to build up his army. And part of him building up his army means that he needs to go out and recruit people from other races, other areas and stuff, whatever. And so since Denosuke is good with that, he is able to, or the Demon Lord got him because he needed him to go out and to broker these deals with these other people. So, because there's even a point where like he goes to the Minotaur Kingdom, and he makes a deal with them, and he helps out with some other people and stuff. But it is just such a fun read, and once again, just another different take on your standard isekai. And honestly, it's kind of falls on the same similar boat, but I think I might like this more than, for those that might remember, the one of the first series that kind of changed my idea of what I thought of what isekais, whatever, was Karate Survivor in Another World, where a guy gets, just a normal dude gets transported, and he only has the ability to do karate, which, if you haven't watched that review, I'll put a link in the show notes, or check the podcast feed, whatever, to go check that out. But I also, on the anime side of things, there's a series called How a Realist Rebuilt a Kingdom, where another similar situation to where the king of that kingdom, they summon the main character of that series to basically be a fill-in king, and he has no special abilities or whatever, but he has a mindset to where he thinks differently from everybody in this world, and so he kind of uses that to his advantage for, tactics and how he maneuvers around the kingdom. And so that's pretty much how this situation is in Headhunted. And so this was, like I said, it was just such a fun read. Just getting to meet these other characters. I pretty much like all the other big three that the other Heavenly Kings that we've met so far. Olamadra and Sylphid. I really like both of them. And there's also a ogre lady that he meets as well through his negotiations and stuff. But and honestly, it kind of also gives me a little bit of vibe. There's another anime that I started watching recently called I think it's like How the Genius Prince Got His Kingdom Out of National Debt, or something of that nature. Yeah, The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Long freaking name. But that's another series that this kind of makes me think of, to where Denosuke, he's a salesman. And so that's what his job was. And so I like how sometimes he brokers certain deals and stuff. And just like how in Genius Prince, to where sometimes you're like, yo, how did he pull this off? They'll kind of go back and talk about like what his thought process was for doing the move that he does and brokering the deals that he makes. But yeah, this was just like a fun read. And just like Karate Survivor, honestly, the first volume of Headhunted was enough to sell me. But especially after reading volume 2, I'm locked in. So volume 3 of this is gonna be coming out in March. I think it's March. Let me see. No, dang, volume 3 don't come out to the end of April. I'm thinking like Karate Survivor volume 3 is coming out in March. So got a couple months to wait, but hey. But yeah, like I said, go check out the series. I know there's a million freaking isekais and stuff like that out there, but just like I mentioned with Karate Survivor, as well as How a Realist Rebuilt a Kingdom, Headhunted to Another World just really breaks that normal mode of, hey, a person dies, they get reborn, and now they're super overpowered in this world. And it's like, no, we're taking this guy's normal skills that he had at his day job, traveling around brokering deals between companies, and just applying that to brokering deals with the Orc Kingdom, with the Minotaurs, with all these other kingdoms and stuff. And so, yeah, it has just been really fun just seeing how this character is embracing his role, because the Demon Lord, he's like, yo, hey, you were doing fantastic at your job. Oh, that was another thing that kind of made me laugh up front. Let me see if I can find it. Because when Denosuke was freaking out about everything, let me see. Yeah, he basically, the Demon Lord practically had a copy of Denosuke's resume, because he's like reading off everything, talking about transferred overseas after 5 years with the company, proved successful in starting up local operations by learning a new language in which to teach the employees. And Denosuke's like, where did he get my resume? So this series has like really good humor and stuff mixed in it as well. And what did he say? Let me see. Yeah, cause Denosuke's freaking out to me, like, it's nice to have somebody recognize my hard work, but a demon army, this is no. And he's talking about, he's just freaking out. And so the Demon Lord says, I should mention that as Heavenly King, you shall also receive full benefits. And basically tells him that his position as a Heavenly King is the equivalent of like a director at a company at his old job. Say, you get to choose your own employees and have your own office. What do you think? So I just love that the Demon Lord is just a chill dude. He's not like super crazy and menacing. He's just like, hey, I am just trying to build up this kingdom. I found your resume on Indeed, on the Isekai Indeed, and was like, you know what? I like that Denosuke Uchimaru dude. And so, yeah, like I say, overall, the main point of this, I'm going to stop rambling, but the main point is this is fun. I'm up here, I had to dress the part, got out my dress shirt and dropped the tie on for y'all today. But yeah, if any of y'all out there has checked out this series, please let me know. Because like I said, it is just so fun. And this is definitely one that I can see at some point in the future getting an anime. And if it ever does, and same thing like Karate Survivor and stuff, y'all will definitely be hearing me shout its praises from the rooftops. But I am just like I said, I am super excited to check out Volume 3. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So yeah, so I got my eyes set on Volume 3, and look how dope he looks on that cover. But yeah, enough about that. Like I said, I'm gonna stop rambling. Y'all go check out this series. Like I said, it was such a fun read, and one that just cheered me up. I guess that's the best way I can put it. It's a nice, cheerful series, and I wish I could just keep going on and talking about it. One last thing I'll kind of mention, and this is like minor spoiler, but like a situation he had to deal with, which once again just really makes me think about both the Genius Prince as well as a Realist Kingdom, is he knows how to utilize people's strengths for their best benefit. Because basically there was a situation to where he encountered a merchant that basically was taking some stuff from them, and the way he handled that situation just really made me think about those other two series. And also just along the way, just seeing his relationship with especially what's her name, Omadra, the demon girl, and just kind of him also like having to learn the different customs and stuff of this world as well, just because it's like, sometimes certain things he sees, he's not actually understanding, like, oh no, this is like cultural differences, or this is how these creatures or these people operate in this world. And yeah, it is just a really unique look at how this stuff is handled. But like I said, I've rambled enough. I think I'll get the point. As always, thank you for listening and or watching. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. If you want the audio, it's available on all podcast services. And if you want the video, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for Dad Needs to Talk so that you'll get this and lots more reviews, because I got a lot of them coming, because I've been reading a lot lately. But y'all be easy. Y'all take care. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Go out there and read Headhunted. Bye.